You recording?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a video to show how to align the slides, the first and third slide on the trumpet, because oftentimes they don't come from the factory totally aligned, or maybe you got a used trumpet and it's not totally lined up because it's been through some trauma or whatever. And whether it's a professional horn or a student horn, I found if you do this, it really helps. So, and the kitty's here to help too. Hi, kitty. All right. Shh, Ellie. Okay. All right. Ellie's going to be my camera person. Okay.
Hi.
Okay, so we're going to do the third slide, but it's the same procedure with the first slide. So just go ahead and wipe off your stuff. Now, if your slide is giving you trouble and it's dirty, that's the first thing you should deal with, because it might just be dirty. And you can go ahead and check the alignment, but you still need to clean it. Okay, so we're going to take a couple different measurements. Ellie, come around here, and I want you to film this area, okay? You got it, sort of. Can you come up here? Hold the phone up higher so people can see. Okay, there you go. Okay, so basically, if you look at the slide and you sort of imagine it inside here, the distance between here, on the slide, this, are you filming this, Ellie?
Mm-hmm.
This and this, and this and this should be the same, right? Because when the horn is, when the slide is in, that's where these parts meet up. This goes here and this goes here. So this right here, where the pencil is, there and there need to be the same. Also, here and here, you see it in the light, need to be the same, okay? There and there. Now, this is the goofy part, and I don't really understand the why or the how, but I found this is true. This and this don't need to be the same. For some reason, that doesn't matter. This can be one measurement, and this can be another measurement, and it doesn't seem to matter. What matters is this is the same as that, and this is the same as that. So, let's do one. Now I've already done this with this one, so it might not. We might not need to move anything, but I'll go ahead and do it anyway.
Can you tell the people where you got that device so they can...
Amazon. So these are just digital calipers. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them at your local Lowe's home improvement hardware store.
You might be asking
Ellie. They're $20. Okay. So digital calipers. So what we're gonna do now? Please be careful because these are steel and this is brass. This you will scratch it. Okay. So we're just going to measure as close to the end as we can. And Ellie, if you can come around, can you see that? So that's 650 or 649. It doesn't matter what the number is because it's going to be different for every horn. It's fine. 648. Okay. Try not to turn your calipers this way because then you're not getting an accurate measurement, right? Okay. So that was 648 here. So this should also be 648. So let's see. Yeah, it's pretty close. 650. 651. Okay. So it's pretty close. Now, here's the thing. For this measurement, you push or pull here. You pull this apart like a wishbone. Okay, Ellie, you getting this in the video? I have no idea if you're actually getting this in the video. Okay.
Yes, I am.
So you're the camera person. Okay. Film here, baby. Up here where my hands are. Okay. So this was 650. This doesn't really. We're not gonna move here. Okay. We're gonna move it here. So I'm just gonna pull apart. I'm gonna not pull too hard, but it's going to be kind of constant pressure. If you can pull this apart like a wishbone, you don't want to do that, okay? And you'll get a feel for how hard to pull.
What the heck is a wishbone?
Oh, Ellie, please Don't interrupt. Okay. So didn't really move it. So I need to pull a little bit harder. Different brands and different ages of instruments, you need to pull different amounts. Like an old Yamaha beginner trumpet will bend if you just like sneeze at it too hard. They're very soft, easy to move solder. But you know, a box Strad seems to be a little harder. Okay, now we're getting closer to 649, 650. And honestly, if you're within like, 0.02 millimeters, you're probably fine. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and call that good. So now we've gotten this and this. Now we've got to do this and this. That's got to be the same. Okay, so let's measure here. I'm measuring here on the third slide, okay, near the end of this tube, and it's 6. Make up your mind, Cal. Hang on. 655-ish, 654, 655. Okay. So now this right here, I'm going to measure right here where my finger is. That also needs to be 654, 655. And it's... Sorry, I'm not making this easy to film. So it's closer to 652, 651, so I need to pull apart a little bit. So for this one, we don't pull here. We pull here. Okay, and this bottom slide isn't going to move because there's a brace there. Really, from that brace. Here my finger is. There's this brace there. This you can't move this. You can only move this. So I'm going to say it had to be 655-ish. 654, 655. Yeah. Okay, about 655. So I'm just going to sort of do with my thumbs and try to pull, like, the trick. You got to do this straight up, not also sideways. Wait, I don't want to push at an angle. I want to try to push it as straight up as I can, and just be careful not to push it much, because we're only moving it just a teensy-weensy bit. 655. Did I go too far? 658. Yeah. So I went just a little too far. I'm at 658. So now that's fine. I'm just gonna kind of give it a little squeeze. Get it as close as I can. Make up your mind. 657. It's probably fine now, but I'm gonna be fussy. Okay. So, because the other one was 655. Okay, there we go. We're going to go ahead and call that good. 655. There we go. Okay, so now I've aligned them, and also, if you put a really thick grease on these, they're not going to move that well. So there is some, thicker oil or whatever that's used for these slides. This Hetman number 5 stuff, film this, Ellie.
Where did you get that?
They know where to get this. If they're watching this video, they know enough about trumpets. But there's lots of... And Monster Oil also makes a slide lubricant now also. That's very similar to this. It's like a really thick oil. So, put some of this on.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's not disgusting.
It's really slimy and gross.
Well, yeah. But it's okay.
God, the heck.
Ellie's gonna. If you're gonna play the trumpet, you got to be okay with a little bit of slimy and gross. Okay.
I mean, if it's a little, I'm fine with
All
it.
right.
Not too much.
Not
too much.
Okay. So now, let's see. Back up your camera, Ellie. I'm going to slide that in there, and voila. Like butter. Okay? Now, again, this horn just got an ultrasonic cleaning today, so it's nice and clean. So we're assuming that it's a good fit like this. you know, see that's butter. We're assuming that the individual slides are fine. That's butter. So now it should be butter like this. And it is. Okay?
Voila.
Moving it with almost no effort. So that's how you do it. So, and it's the same thing with the first slide. I'll let me flip this over. Quick recap here, Ellie, back out just a little bit here. Okay, so quick recap. The important thing is to know where do you bend it for each measurement, okay? When you're measuring here and here, Ellie, back up because that's out of focus, okay? When you're measuring here and here, you bend the slide. When you're measuring here and here, which should be the same, you bend this tube. Okay, this is the one that you move.
The other one will not work.
Right. This is just kind of what I figured out. I don't really know the how or the why of it all. I just know that this is how you do it. And you'll notice, like I said, like when we took those measurements, this and this were not the same numbers. So, whatever. I don't know. Okay, so now the first slide, I'm not going to go through the entire process because it's exactly the same. But again, you measure here and there. That should be the same, right? Because when it's in, here and here are lined up. So these should be the same number, and then here and here should be the same number. And yeah, like that. So basically, is it fair to say that what you move is the brass slide, not the one with the finish on it? Yeah, I guess is that true for that slide as well? I guess so. Yeah. So yeah, you always move the inner slide. You don't move the outer slide. So when I'm measuring, is that true? Let me check myself. When I'm measuring here, this thing and this thing, then this is what I move. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you move the inner slide. The inner slide is the one that you pull on. Okay, so it's the same process for the first slide. See, this one's nice.
Smooth like butter.
Like butter. Okay, so that's it. I hope it's helpful. Try not to, break your instrument when you're doing this. If you pull on it, yank on it too hard, the solder could possibly break. So just go easy, err on the side of being gentle, and that's how you do it. This one, I mean, you can actually do this the same way, but this one does need to be aligned, but you just, it's little. I mean, these don't move, obviously, so you just sort of push or pull here.
Kind of looks like macaroni.
It does look like macaroni.
Piece of macaroni.
But, I mean, since this one doesn't move, as long as it's going in and it doesn't seem like there's too much tension, then you're probably fine. Okay, cool. So, yep, that's it. Oh, also, the main tuning slide, sometimes, I'm sorry. But the last trumpet I got, actually this one up here, the main tuning slide was really not aligned. If you try to put in your main tuning slide and you have to push it up with your thumb to get it in, then it wasn't lined up.
It's not smooth like butter.
It's not smooth like butter. So I can't remember how I did it, but I don't know that there's actually a thing that you can measure and both things need to be the same, but if that happens, you do need to kind of push and pull this apart like a wishbone and the seed. And I think basically what I did, don't eat it.
No, eat it.
Okay, that's fine. Basically what I did was I used the calipers and just to see how much I was
No, I did not.
adjusting it.
I did not know you could do that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Looks like a monster gonna eat you.
Yeah.
I did use calipers to see like how much I was moving it, so I didn't overkill it. And
Are you almost done?
somehow, yes, I'm done.
Good.
Somehow I arrived at like you should be able to put it in like that with one hand without having to force the tube into the other tube with your thumb, because that is creating tension, and tension is bad because then the instrument can't vibrate like it should. Okay, all right, we're good. Thank you, Ellie.
Goodbye.
All right, you gonna stop the video?